you. A big hand for Mr. Manish Bhatlaya, please. There's a mic, a cordless mic will come.
Hello. Good evening. Namaskar. Sat Shri Akal. Johar. Johar is, I come from Bundelkhand region, and there we call Johar is nothing but Namaskar. Very insightful discussions, and I never expected that I would be hearing such a, good, nice narratives, from from the people who have got such a, insightful experience. But before I get into my resolute, let's thank Jerry and Itu, for bringing us all together. This is a time of Thanksgiving. I'm sure you all would know. The Western world is celebrating Thanksgiving season at this point in time. So I think it's a time, to thank all of us, including us, to be here in tandem, right? It's definitely a privilege to receive this award, and I really feel like the technological work or the socio-economic effort which I've spent, or for that matter, the educational effort which I've spent over the period of 15 to 20 years, if this is going to be recognized in such a fashion, I think it's like a dream come true. About me, I have worked in 5 continents pretty extensively in my 25 years of journey. And my experience is larger from outside India. It started with, my first stopover was Johannesburg, South Africa. And of course, thereafter I have been traveling, in 5 continents. Believe me, we all have heard about the independence fight, or our forefathers, what they have gone through, right, for India's independence. But when I landed in South Africa, trust me, the exploitation was much different than what we all have heard about ourselves in India. The poverty, the slums, the living, it is phenomenal, what those people have gone through. While I was there for a work, what I have ensured that I spent some time, with the people over there, in helping them, with the education what I have learned, so at least they feel better. There is a lot of fear over there. People are, please spend some time in understanding what Africa has gone through during apartheid, and you will know, like, it's definitely touching, I would say. So I spent a lot of time in Johannesburg with the people over there to empower them, to groom them, to give them some sort of confidence. I had spent a lot of time in Jakarta, Indonesia. Of course, you can read about Jakarta, post-Soeharto, what they have gone through. And of course, it has been a pretty roller coaster journey, when it comes to getting involved in the society and giving them from where actually you are earning at the same time. It's important, right? Now, I'm not going to talk about only what I was doing, on the giving back, in terms of education or finances and all those things. Of course, I have spent quite a lot of time in the US. While I have been involved with the Connecticut Board of Education in improving the educational, initiative what they have been working in. At the same time, I have also been involved with the conduct, since I have spent a lot of time, I lived a lot in Connecticut, so I used to do a lot of work with the society, with the local society, as a volunteer. And one of the involvement was the smooth conduct of USTA, which is the US Open Tennis, which happens in August, September every year. So yes, being a part of the USTA in conducting the event over there. So in a way, what I'm trying to say in a nutshell that it's not only the one side of the involvement which I have been as a part of the giving back to the society. At the same time, I'm also being involved with the events like US Open, and today also, with the type of suggestions which I have given them in the past due to my involvement. Today also they reach out in anticipation that whether I am planning to come back, but I don't have plans because now I've decided to stay back in India. And I'll also talk about what I have been doing since I have come back to India. Since I have come back to India, of course, I live in Bangalore, and of course, I work for a corporate. Been a part of regular activities in going to the local schools and colleges and imparting the education, and also contributing physically, mentally, and financially. So I've been contributing financially every month from my salary for the last 19 years. And that's what I'm going to continue as well as the time progresses. In a way, coming from a region which is backward, Bundelkhand, and then achieving the heights of working in 5 continents. There's a saying like मंजिल तो मिल जाएगी भटकते भटकते उनसे तो बेहतर है जो घरों से निकले ही नहीं, right? So that's the thing. I also would like to touch upon an era of COVID. I'm sure we all have witnessed it. It has definitely shaken us, taken away, awakened us, right? And so as I also have gone through the tough time during that time. During COVID, I have ensured that all the people whom I know, with whom I've been working for many years across the globe within India, I reach out to them, I help them, with whatever the maximum possibility I could. And of course, I think somewhere, someone would have communicated those efforts, and that's how I am here, honestly speaking. Undoubtedly, it's been a time which has taught all of us a lot of lessons, and I'm still trying to help the people, the COVID-impacted people, through conduct of some events, educational events in Karnataka, with the best of my abilities. We definitely have a group of people who meet them regularly through going to the schools, colleges, and institutes to convey, and to empower them and to strengthen them, and mentally, help them that yes, the world is a better place now. That's about it. Of course, we will go through numerous sharings of experience, but this is the best I could do with my abilities, nationally and internationally. And of course, whatever I do, I have my own YouTube channel where I publish, whether it is in terms of involvement with the events or whether it's in terms of whatever the social work I'm doing. And of course, there are a lot of people who are following. I just wanted to end my thing, with a nice song, which is एक दिन बिक जाएगा माटी के मोल, जग में रह जाएंगे प्यारे तेरे बोल, दूजे के होठों को देकर अपने गीत, कोई निशानी छोड़ फिर दुनिया से डोल, एक दिन बिक जाएगा माटी के मोल, जग में रह जाएंगे प्यारे तेरे बोल, ला 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 ला.
Thank you, Manish. Thank you so much for sharing your life story with us. Are there any questions for Manish? I think one of the questions that everybody is wondering is, you worked across 5 continents, but what are you doing? You said worked across or walked across? Worked.
Talk about my corporate life deliberately. Because then it becomes like, as you said, I don't want sponsors and all those things. So I work for Wipro as a program director. and I've been there for last almost 19-20 years.
People were messaging me, what did you do? So I said, I don't know.
I deliberately,
I thought you walked through 5 continents. I was like, wow, that's amazing. Right? Okay, okay, excellent. And anyone else? The main question asker is leaving the room because she. Okay. Okay, thank you, Manishi. All right. Our next speaker is Lovita Moran.